हेलो एंड वेलकम टू टाइम द मार्केट। आज के एपिसोड में सबसे पहले ऑपरेशन सिंदूर। गॉट एन ओवरवेलमिंग रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम आर्म फोर्सेस पर्सनल्स। दे वर inquiring about the indicator. They were apprehensive about sharing their IDs. A couple of them I have discussed with them. What they suggested is they cannot share the ID, and for national interest and for all of your security. So I have modified the conditions. So what I need now would be any ID that you can provide that shows that you are a serving armed force personnel, like CSD smart card. So they are okay with sharing CSD smart card. And there's no security risk in as such. So what I would need is any ID like CSD smart card, which is showing that you are a serving personnel, and it shows your serving status, your RK, your name, and you can crop rest of the details. So once I get these details, and you do all these things like following on X and reposting the post, subscribing the YouTube channel and subscribing the Telegram, I'll be sharing the indicator link with you starting June 1. Let's start from the performance of stocks. So shared last week somewhere. Aditya Birla I had shared on 14th of May. It has given 8.79% return since then. 63 moons, 7.64%. Steel cast more than 8%. Kim's I shared on 21st May. It gave 4.63%, and along with Kim's I shared GICRE. Currently it is minus 1%, but the day it was shared 21st May, on 22nd May, around half a percent down, it the indicator turned red. So that is, even if somebody would have bought the GICRE after looking at the time the market indicator, it's less than 1% loss. This is about the stocks that were shared on 19th of May. APL Apollo gives 3%, Bajaj Finance 1.3%, BSC after split it gave 0.4%, HDFC Bank was negative, but the time the market indicator had turned red the same day itself. So I would have not made the decision to buy HDFC Bank. ICICI Bank gave 0.23, JKC went 0.22, Max Healthcare 0.2, Max Financial Services 8%, Shree Cement 1%, ABB 2%, Ambuja, Divi's Lab, IGL had turned red, so one would exit it. IRFC is still green, but it is minus 2 for now. NHPC also, the time the market indicator has turned red, so one would exit from the stock. SJVN and Titagar are still in green, but the return is minus 4 and minus 2.5. So out of all these shares that were shared last week, only 3 are in the negative. HDFC, if you include HDFC, then 4. And on the short side that were shared, Bharti Airtel is still in the negative, UPL is negative, Alchem is minus 2, HFCL it went down minus 13.65, but the results were poor. Still, the stock made a comeback, and still it is down, but still it is down minus 6%. So this is how the stocks fared. Um, okay. As we discussed last time, today I am sharing the difference. What is the valued stock and cheap stocks? So, what is the definition of valued? Valued is something that is less in value. Similarly, cheap. Cheap is also which does not have any significant amount associated with it. But there is a significant difference in valued stocks versus cheap stocks. So, what is a cheap stock? So, which is available cheaply? Um, Say any stock that is below 10, you can say cheap stock. Valued stock I would say uh, a stock that is trading for less than its intrinsic value or true value. Suppose a stock is, because of some conditions, it is running on a low PE or low PB. So it's not necessary that it would be priced cheaply also. There are some stocks priced 1000, 2000. MRF is priced above 30,000. So, but it could be a valued stock. So that is the difference. What is its intrinsic value? Intrinsic value would be anything. Say, if we talk about MRF, if its intrinsic value comes 50,000. So, going in the video, I'll be sharing how we can find the value of a stock. Suppose MRF intrinsic value is 50,000, but it is available at 30,000. Though it is not cheap, but it is valued. So, what what are the other differences from valued and cheap stocks? Valued stocks are high quality companies. They have low PE PB ratio, and investors seek them for long term gains from price correction and or dividend perspective. If we talk about an example, Vedanta, it is available at 370 rupees in April, but it has given a dividend of 101 rupees in 2023 and around rupees 25 in 2024. So around 50% it has given in dividend in 2 years. In another 4 or 5 years, the stock would be, if somebody has bought a stock, Vedanta, in April around 370, and the company gives around 150 odd dividend in next uh, around 75, average of 75 rupees dividend in next 4 years or 5 years. In 5 years the stock will be uh, for suppose if somebody has bought at 370 and he gets 75 into 5, almost 375 rupees he has got cash back in dividend, so the stock is free for him. So this is what a valued stock is. On the other hand, what is a cheap stock? So it's low quality or risky share. It has poor earnings, high debt, or there are other red flags associated with it, and it is often used in speculation. So one of the example is Gensol Engineering. There are red flags in it, and then there is one Gujarat Tool Room. It is available for one and a half bucks, but it is not valued. So how we can calculate fair value of a stock? So this is a table showing the various parameters of EMS Limited. So if we talk about sales, it had a sale of 2023. In financial year 2023 it had a sale of 538 crore. In financial year 2024 it was 700 crore. In financial year 2025, April 2025. So if we think that the same growth rate of 30% it will carry on, the sale would come around 909. This result is not yet out. This is calculation as per the growth of last 2-3 years. And if we keep the same net profit margin of 20%, the net profit would come to 181 crore, and it has an equity of 5.55, and the earning per share comes around 32.76 rupees. And if we keep a PE of 25, so I'll be sharing how we can calculate all these things in a while. But if we have a PE of 25, so the fair value comes around 819 rupees, and the stock is right now at 650 odd rupees. So if the company achieves sales of 909, the fair value comes at 819 rupees, and it is available at 650. So after the results it can go all above around 819. So the result is in the next week. Let's see how it fares. So similarly, if we want to find the value of a stock, how it will perform in financial year 2030, if it continues to grow the sales in the same 30%, the sales in 2030 would be 3375 crore rupees, and net profit would be 675, having equity at consistent 5.55. The EPS will come around 121 and the stock price will be 3000. So that will be around 3x from, not 3x, it would be 5x from current price, because the stock is priced around 650 rupees. So this is how we can find the future fair value of a stock. If the company performs better on the sales front, on the growth front, the fair value would go higher. If the company is not able to achieve these figures, it would be priceless. So let's try to give you an example through the Excel sheet. So let's go to EMS Limited. Hmm. Okay, so this is EMS Limited. Here we can see this is quarterly results. We'll go by the yearly results. So here the sales is 538. From here we have taken the sales for 2023 538 and the growth of 30%. So here from 331 to 360 there was a growth of around 10%. From 360 to 538 it was around 50%. So I have taken an average of 30% growth. So 538 to 793, 793 minus 538 divided by 538%, so around 47% growth they have made. But because the growth over here was less, so I have taken only 30% as a growth. Okay, and the net profit is 109 crores. So if we take the margin of 20%, how it was doing in the last 2-3 years, so it was 20%. That's why it's showing 107%. And equity, so here in the top we can have number of equity shares 5.55. I have considered it consistent through till 2030. There would not be any more equity uh, given by the company. So the EPS comes around 19. Quarterly results, and here are the yearly results. So the EPS here for us it comes around 19. For financial year 2024 it comes around 25. So it is 27 because they made more profit than what we have taken. And as per their calculation, the sales for current year is for trailing 12 months it's 930, but the results are not yet out. So suppose if they make again 40% of growth like they did here, so if we will take 40%, the calculations will change, all these calculations will change. See, 40. So now the fair value for financial year 2025 is coming around 882 rupees. And what is the price of the stock? It is 651 rupees. So if the financial year results came and they make sales of around 980, so they are showing 930, so I'm expecting the price to go all above to 882. And how do we get these PE values? So the PE values are this sector-wise PE. This is a water infra stock. So the PE ranges from 20 to 25. So 20 is in the bear market and 25 is in the bull market. Now we are in the correction phase, so it is taking PE of 20. So if we take the PE of 20, the price comes around 715. Or if we take the growth of 30 and 910, the price is comes 655 and the price is almost 651 rupees. So the stock is priced more or less around the same where it should be. We do not see much upside in it. So we can still buy it based on the future values. But as I said, this is a correction phase and I'm expecting bull market to run. So I'm giving it a PE of 25 and the fair value comes around 819. After the results are out, the stock could run and go around 820. So this is how we can find the fair value of all the stocks and what PE we need to take. For textile, it ranges from 4 to 6, holding companies 4 to 7, mining companies 7 to 10. The first one is in the bear market, the second one is in the bull market. The banking sector gets 7 to 8, chemical sector 7 to 10, all the way gold companies 30 to 50, ODM 30 to 50, and solar company gets 25 to 40, solar and wind energy gets 30 to 60, monopoly gets higher 60 to 70%, electronic manufacturing gets 30 to 60. So this is how you can find the fair value of a stock. You can take a snapshot and find the value yourself. Why I am sharing this is because I get doubt from a couple of friends that if they don't want to use the uh, time the market indicator, how can they themselves find the fair value of a stock or future value of a stock? So this is how you can find the fair value of a stock. Hope this is clear to all of you. And if you have any doubts, feel free to connect me on Telegram. I would be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so it's time for the stock of the week. So stock of the week for next week are on the long side. I'm sharing these stocks: Ramco Cements, Max Financial Services, Hind Copper if it closes above 245, Angel One, Astral, Supreme Industries if it closes above 4057, Solar Industries, Birla Cable, TBO Tech, GVT&D, Honasa Consumers, Midcon again above 96, CMAC Limited, Atlas, HPL Electric, Metro Brand, Cosmo First, Xplue Solution. And on the short side, Aditya Birla Fashion, Sun Pharma, and Indotech Transformers. So let's analyze one of these stocks. So let's go with the um, Max Financial Services. I had shared last week also. So see how it is faring. As I said, the work is more or less complete currently, but I am facing issues is these two are two different indicators. I'm trying to combine them in one. So if I get success, then there would be only one indicator that would be shared with you. Otherwise, I'll be sharing both these indicators who would be interested in using this indicator. So CMAX Financial Service, it is beautifully placed. It's giving it's on the uptrend and giving high day after day. It's making new highs day after day, and see the volume is also increasing. And here on time the market indicator also these green dots, so it's making new highs on the time the market indicator as well. I'm expecting this stock to keep doing good. So let's see how it fares in weekly time frame. Weekly also it is very well positioned. It's in the uptrend, and weekly also it is giving new highs. Let's see how this fares in the monthly one. So on the monthly also it is in the uptrend. It has turned green in the month of April only, and since then there's no looking back. So this is a brief about Max Financial Services and how you can use time the market indicator. You can use it in the daily time frame, weekly time frame, monthly time frame as per your horizon of investment. If you are a long-term investor, you should be using the monthly time frame along with weekly. And if you are into swing, so daily and weekly would most suit you. Hope you would like the today's session. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications whenever new videos are uploaded, and share the channel with your friends and known ones. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye bye. Happy marketing. Keep timing it.